All right, kids, here we are. It's Phil's Fast 15 every Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for joining me. Good to be here. I'm going to play some tunes tonight. I have an exciting thing to tell you. I have a new single coming out today. It's a song called Geeks Don't Care. And I'm going to play you the song. Now, if you have seen me before, you go, that's not a new song, Phil. That's on your last DVD. We've seen you play that song lots of times. But here's the difference. The single I'm releasing is a full-blown, full-band studio version that I've been working on for months. And it's really cool, and it came out really great. The story of the song is I actually wrote it at I was doing a breast cancer benefit, and it was a very geek centric breast cancer benefit. And I was looking around all the couples because everybody was coupled up there, and none of them were tens, none of them were hot Hollywood people, nothing like that. But they all had people that they loved, and I thought that was really great. So the song is about ladies, don't be so worried about being hot all the time because geeks will love you if you don't have a penis. That's pretty much the criteria there. So you can get the song at my website, philjohnsоncomedy.com. There's a link right on the front page where you can download it for free if you'd like, donate some money, whatever you want to do. And it's called Geeks Don't Care. And I'm going to start by playing that song for you right now. Here we go. You don't have to be anorexic like a teenage pop star, and it's totally cool if you've got some scars. If you want to be sure that you'll wed, play the Imperial March when he comes to bed. He'll be the world's most faithful suitor when he sees the tattoo of Captain Kirk on your hooters. With a geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with pride through the Ren Fair. With a geek, he'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. 'Cause geeks don't care. That's the big breakdown right there. It's cool, huh? Sorry. If you dress like slave girl, Princess Leia, there's a really good chance that he'll wanna lay ya on a king-size bed with Harry Potter sheets. Call him Lord Vader when he skeets, skeets, skeets. Always tell him that he's your guitar hero. You'll be his final fantasy. With a geek, you'll be glad, 'cause baldness ain't that bad. Sigourney Weaver looked totally rad in Alien with no hair. With a geek you'll be on track, even with your hairy back. He'll supply you with what you lack, a lifetime supply of nair. 'Cause geeks don't care. He's a 5, you're a 5. Together you're a 10. Some hot geek love is set to begin. Yeah, with the geek you'll be hot. It's just a little jungle ride. Just flash him a little coin slot, he'll forget it's there. With a geek, life is good. If you're breathing, he'll get wood. The leper's arm is misunderstood. You're just a crusty teddy bear. Geeks don't care. There it is. Geeks don't care. Thanks for hanging in. I'm Phil Johnson. Phil's Fast 15 every Monday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Ustream. Like I said, the brand new version, the brand new full-blown, full-band, full studio version of that is on my website now. Way different than the live versions that I've done in my shows, or way different than the one you just saw me do here. So go to philjohnsоncomedy.com and you can download that song right now. I'm really pretty proud of it. It took me months to work on it. So anyway, real quick, some stuff this week. I will be in San Francisco Wednesday night playing at Tommy T's Comedy Club. You can catch me there. And then Friday night, I will be in Copperopolis, California. And who knew that anything even happened in Copperopolis, California? I've driven past it. I don't think I've ever stopped there. But I will be playing Mickey and Larry Sports Bar in Copperopolis this Friday night, the 11th, I think it is. or the 13th, whatever it is, this Friday. Come and check that out. It ought to be interesting. Ought to be cool. So next tune, I'm going to do another tune that I don't get to play very often, and because of that, I might mess up the lyrics. I actually have them. I have them sitting right here in case I do forget them. But this is a song. It was reminded of it because we just had 4th of July. A few years ago, I played a gig on July 5th. Not a big party day, July 5th. Pretty bad day to have a gig, you know. And I showed up. It was a last minute thing. The club insisted on having a show. This other band called me up. They said, hey, come do this gig with us. We have no idea what's going to happen. So we showed up. I'm there. The band's there. The sound guy's there. There's a couple bartenders, the doorman, security. No audience. 0 audience. Zip audience at this July 5th show, right? But we had a blast anyway. We had a really good time. And I decided to write a song about the show. And this is called Dead City Support Club. I arrived on an average Tuesday night for another meeting of the Dead City Support Club. The sound man was gearing up for the fight, even though there was no audience in sight. It was just another night for the Dead City Support Club. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. Dead City Support Club. At 10:05 a crazy girl walked in. Drunk or high we could not begin to tell. She danced like she was watching the dead and not the Dead City Support Club. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. Dead City Support Club. As the hand of time ticked away, I heard the weird girl say she was feeling down, but we brought her back up. We looked at each other and smiled, decided it was all worthwhile to find a little bit of life left after all. The band played its heart out on every song. The bartenders clapped as they sang along. Dead City Support Club ignored the gloom as the sound bounced off the empty room. Everybody was just there for the love. Dead City Support Club. And there you go. That is Dead City Support Club. That's actually on an EP I put out called A Nut Unbroken, which you can also get at my website, philjohnsоncomedy.com. And you can, all my downloads are name your own price. Go down there, get it for free, donate some money, whatever you want to do. It's all good. So that was called Dead City Support Club. I'm going to do one more song for you guys tonight. And this is kind of an interesting song. This is the public domain cover song of the week because Ustream doesn't pay for licenses, and I'm too cheap to, so we're doing public domain covers, which is really cool because there's a lot of interesting old songs that keep popping up. And this one I was made aware of very early in my life. It's a song called Erie Canal, and it was in every beginning music book that I ever played of. When I played the flute, I played Erie Canal on the flute. When I played the piano, I played Erie Canal on the piano. When I played the guitar, I played Erie. It's in all like the beginning music books, but it's actually a very cool song from the mid 1800s. And I mean, it's very iffy as to the origins of the song. And it's another one kind of like the last week I did, the one I did last week. It's one of those that has just a lot of verses and strange things. I didn't really become aware of it as a song until Bruce Springsteen did it on his Seeger Sessions album. And that I became aware of a lot of old songs that way that are really cool. So this is called Erie Canal, also called, I think it's called also Low Bridge Down, dates back to the 1860s, I believe. So kind of a Civil War thing. There's some, what it is when they were building the Erie Canal, before that, there was mule trains that would carry the stuff. And this was sort of the battle, right on the cusp of machines, or at least what passed for machines in the late 1800s, taking the place of these mule trains, and kind of technology beating down the old school type of thing. So, kind of interesting. Here we go. I've got a mule and her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker, a good old pal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. With halts and bridges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay, and we know every inch of the way from Albany to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, yeah, we're coming to a town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal when you're navigating on the Erie Canal. Better look around for a job or gal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. You bet your life I'll never part with Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Get up there, mule, here comes a lock. We'll make a roam about 6 o'clock. One more trip and then we'll all go right back home to Buffalo. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, yeah, we're coming to your town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal if you're navigating on the Erie Canal. Where would I be if I lost my pal? 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Who will ever see a mule as good as Sal? 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Low Bridge, everybody down. Low Bridge, yeah, we're coming to your town. You'll always know your neighbor and you'll always know your pal. 15, navigate the Erie Canal. When you're navigating on the Erie Canal. When you're navigating on the Erie Canal. There you go. That is Erie Canal, written by some totally unknown dude in the 1860s, somewhere around there, about the advance of technology. My gosh, they were building a canal instead of using mules. Who knew? Who knew? Now we have iPhones. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. So thank you for being here. My name is Phil Johnson. This is my weekly Monday night 8 p.m. Live stream here on Ustream. You can find me every 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please go visit my website, philjohnsоncomedy.com, where you can download all of my stuff for free or donation. And you can catch me this week, Wednesday the 11th at Tommy T's in San Francisco, and Friday night in Copperopolis, California at Mickey and Larry's Sports Bar. Whew, ought to be interesting. Thank you very much for coming. I will see you next week at Monday 8 p.m. for Phil's Fast 15. Have a good night.